What's up everyone, some guy here with another Alliance War video. Season 22, War number 4, versing against King. I'll be taking my usual path here on path 5. First fight here is Aegon on Ebb and Flow Knockdown. There's nothing special about this fight. I'm just going to use Nick Fury since he has a pretty large health pool plus a second life to fall on. This is the first war that I think I'm not bringing Quake. It is the first war in a long time that I'm not bringing Quake. I did decide to bring my rank 3 Human Torch. I did rank 3 him recently, so I'm excited to use him. Very simple fight with Nick Fury. Aegon goes down without any problem. And moving on to the next fight, we've got Darkhawk on Ebb and Flow Knockdown as well. I'll be using I'll be using Human Torch. My initial plan was to just do medium, light, medium, and hopefully get to Nova Flame. But it didn't quite work out. He just kept throwing his SP1s, which was good because it was keeping my temperature up. But I think I decided in the middle to just throw my SP3 and get the Nova Flame from there. But I did forget about the shield mode, and I wasn't sure if I should just keep on doing spamming heavies once he's in shield mode. I've actually never fought Darkhawk with Human Torch before, in war at least. I've always used Quake against him on this node. So yeah, now that I threw the SP3, I activated the Nova Flame. He also activated his shield mode. I'm not sure what is faster on taking Darkhawk down, whether to spam my heavy and just keep triggering the shield mode, but keep my, I guess, Nova Flame up, or just spamming my medium, light, medium and keep baiting SP1s. And right here, I thought I was far enough from him from his SP1, but apparently Darkhawk's SP1 has a pretty far reach, further than I expected. And he goes down, but that wasn't the cleanest fight. It was kind of sloppy, but I guess it got the job done. Moving on to Professor X on Steady, Build Up Fury, and Heavy Hitter. Also Power Alternator. I did decide to use my pre-fight for this fight. I didn't think it was necessary, to be honest. I should have just saved it for like a mini boss fight later on, but I didn't see any uses for him for my second section, so I decided to use it. But in hindsight, I should have saved it. But yeah, as you can see, this fight is really fast. He just melts him with Nova Flames. Yeah, super fast fight, less than 30 seconds, and he's down. It is a rank 5, but still, Human Torch just melted him. And moving on to the second section, Path 5 still, I'll be taking Thor Ragnarok. This is a pretty common placement for him, Ebb and Flow Intercept. I do plan on using Nick Fury for this fight. My plan is try and spam my SP1, and hopefully during Nick Fury's Disorient debuff, I can manage to do an intercept and turn off the protection altogether and shut it down. I just have to keep an eye on his the power combo meter thing up there. Just make sure I'm throwing my specials in the right time and make sure he doesn't gain too much power. Hey, so right there I do get that intercept while the disorient debuff was still on, so I did manage to shut down the protection node for the rest of the fight. So that should make the fight a lot faster. Alright, and moving on to the next fight is Guardian on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Redouble Determination. This is a fight for Doom. It's a pretty simple fight once you get the Doom cycle going. Unfortunately, I do make a pretty fatal mistake in this fight. So right now the fight's going pretty well. I'm just cycling my SP1s, dexing all the special ones. Just trying to get to my SP3. Right there, I do make a mistake on dexing his SP1, but it's okay, you know, we're Doom. We're pretty tanky. I do make a pretty good intercept over there and get a Fury up. Got pretty lucky there that he had a power and I chose to heavy him there. But anyway, I get a special 3, start my Doom cycle. Should be able to get this fight locked down, right? So far so good. Get to my SP1, throw it, and hold block, and try and get to another SP3. And then can continue the cycle. So right here he throws a heavy, which gives me a window to go in. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but I hesitated for just a little bit before throwing my heavy, and which gave him enough window to throw his SP2 and just melted me. That one hurt. It was supposed to be a simple fight with Doom. I don't know how I could have messed that up with Doom cycle. Not sure why I hesitated. If I just went for the heavy, he would have been passively stunned, and I would have been able to get that stagger and then fire my SP3 and then keep the Doom cycle going. But I don't know why I hesitated there and just ate an SP2 in the face. Yeah. I mean, technically, I think I didn't even have to use the heavy. I could have just thrown my SP3 because I already had the SP3. I think I just got too greedy and just want to get the most damage out of it. And yeah, it backfired hard. I mean, this is what it was supposed to happen last fight, just like that, very easy. I don't know why I hesitated. It definitely won't happen again, though. Hopefully not. And moving on to Mini Boss Island, I'm just here to help finish this Killmonger on Stunning Reflection. At this point in war, we're pretty ahead of the opponent, so I wasn't too worried about it. Just threw on a small boost. My plan is just to bait out the SP2 and not parry. So start of the fight, I'm already getting pushing back a lot, pretty much towards my corner already. And he does gain a lot of power with the bleeds. So I'm just trying to bait out an SP2. Unfortunately, he is indestructible, but I'm just trying to push him back at this moment to gain more ground. I should have punished his SP1 over here, but I'm not sure why I didn't. And I can't evade his heavy attack in the corner. I threw my SP1 kind of out of desperate, and luckily I was able to get out the corner from intercept, I think. Yeah. Still getting cornered, still trying to get out and not push him to SP3, but it is getting kind of close. So I just really need him through his SP2. Luckily he does, but I'm still pretty cornered, still trying to get out of here. And he's still indestructible. He seems to love to throw his heavies when I don't need him to. Yeah, just trying not to push him to an SP3. And then I miss an SP2, and he pushes me to second life. But it's okay, you know, that now at least I can parry and get my destructible charges up more. So right there, I thought after I finish a 5-hit combo that I'll have an SP1, but I forget it's polka dot power, so I was getting my powers back a lot slower than usual. So I didn't have an SP1, but I pressed it even though I didn't have an SP1, so I just stood there and took a whole SP2 in the face, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely should have had that fight the first time. Gotta pay more attention to the notes next time. Anyway, this will be my last fight here versus Stealthy. It's a very easy fight with Nick Fury, especially in his second life. Once you get a SP1 going, he will never be able to evade. And then it's kind of a walk in the park, especially if you get the unblockable going too. But most of the time, Stealthy will be pretty much dead by then. And that is it for me from this war. Not my best war, but we got the job done, and we were able to come out with a win as well. Our opponent wasn't able to clear Battle Group 2's boss, but even if they did, we were ahead of them with the attack bonus as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.